It's 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, and Christians in Jerusalem are converging on the Via Dolorosa, the Street of Sorrows, for the Stations of the Cross, a commemoration of the Passion of Jesus Christ. Every year, faithful followers of Christ flock to the Holy Land to reconnect to their religious roots.
What a statement of we belong here. We have our roots here. We also are family here.
Tourism has been up for the past few years. Nearly 3.5 million tourists visited the Holy Land in 2010, of which 2 million were pilgrims, and even more projected for this year. But the local Christian population is actually declining, the result of low birth rates and an increase in immigration. In fact, the Christian community has dwindled to 250,000, less than 2% of the population. Catholic officials project that if nothing is done, the local Christian population could disappear in the region in as little as 60 years. Many are leaving because of the lack of economic opportunities and political unrest.
It's not physical persecution. It has to do with limited jobs, limited ways of living. If I want to go and see my relatives in the West Bank, I have to cross checkpoints. It's humiliating.
Cashram is with the Society of St. Vincent de Paul, a volunteer Catholic service organization that seeks to help the poor and those in need. In Jerusalem, that means helping the Christian population of 9,000 find jobs and affordable housing. This includes the Himo family. Raymond Himo is a Catholic living in the city's Muslim quarter. He owns a coffee shop, Himo Cafe, that caters mostly to Western tourists.
That's how we live all the old city of Jerusalem on tourism. We don't have anything else to live on. We got no petrol, we got no factories, we got nothing in this land, and it's small land, as you know.
Himo is getting by, but he is worried for his family.
My kids working in the new city in Israel just to keep on living, but still they cannot marry, they cannot get houses. The amount of money what they get, they cannot build a house, they cannot get married. No communities helping so to get them a house at least to start. So it's hard life, it's not easy.
And it's not just the lack of jobs and political instability. Many Christians are fleeing due to fears of Islamic extremism in the Middle East.
The fact is that there's certainly concern on the part of Christians with the militant Muslims. Various incidents of beating up Christians, etc., but it's not rampant, it's isolated, but it's there.
Arab Christians are a minority here in Israel. Many say they fear that speaking out about their religious differences will only escalate tension among their Muslim brothers. However, other Christians say that Arab solidarity does exist here in the Holy Land.
I'm not a minority, as I'm Palestinian 100%. Palestinian Christians do not suffer any kind of persecution or discrimination or anything.
Still, Christians are leaving. The Franciscans are now focusing on funding scholarships and other education initiatives, hoping to stop the exodus and to keep future generations of Christians in the birthplace of Christendom.
Education is the key in keeping our Christians there. That is a solution.
In Cana, Sister Renee Musa heads a Franciscan school where Arab children, both Christians and Muslims, learn side by side. In addition to teaching her students the basics, like math and science, the nun preaches lessons in tolerance and mutual respect. It's the only way, she says, that things will ever change in this conflict zone.
We are responsible to educate our children since they are small children, okay? To grow up together with respect, with love, and with reciprocal help in order to create a good society in which we live together.
After they graduate, Musa hopes her students will attend universities in the region instead of studying in the West, and like so many others who go abroad, never return.
We don't want to remain, within some years from now, a holy land where Jesus lived, where Jesus was born, with only holy stones.
Dennis Murphy, covering Sacred Ground.